Bert Kreischer is back with an all-new sitcom on Netflix called Free Bert, premiering on January 22nd. He joins me now. Hi, Bert. What's up?
I'm coming to Austin tomorrow.
I know, and I'm pumped.
I know. I'm excited. I'm there for the weekend, and then I come back on the 26th.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, you're just hanging out with us, I guess, all weekend. So,
Oh, buddy, I got the Stoic. What the Stoic? I'm doing with Ryan Holiday. I'm going to
okay,
get my blood work at Ways to Well. I'm hanging out with Rogan. I got a weekend planned.
you're booked and busy. I love this. Well, Bert, why don't you give me just a little bit of an idea of what Free Bert is about?
Free Bert is a fictionalized version of my life. It's about a period of my life where I kind of lost myself a little bit. The girls were complicated. Georgia was getting older. She wanted her autonomy. I still wanted to hold on to her a little bit. We were at a new school and it just kind of everything blew up on me. And I think I lost myself in the process. And even with uh, stand up and taking my shirt off and who am I and what am I doing? And I was kind of lost in my career at the time. And then it was about me finding myself. And so it's all of that period, really 2016, 17, crammed into 6 episodes.
So this is interesting because kind of as you said, a lot of people know you as this very happy-go-lucky kind of over-the-top personality. And so why was it important for you now to maybe hone in on a more serious topic or phase of your life, but in a still a way that felt true to you?
I think that I've done so much in my specials of like talking about my kids, talking about my family. And I got to be honest with you, I don't talk much about myself. I
Hmm.
tell stories about everyone, and then I'm a part of that story, but I'm never really telling you about how I feel. I think I do that a little bit on podcasts, maybe too much, honestly, but I definitely cry too much. But I think it was important to show the dad's journey in raising girls and feeling like an outsider. A lot of times dads got to put on a cold front and be like, "No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so happy to be in this new school." When you're also nervous and have anxiety and you don't know anyone and you don't have any friends. I mean, dude, it is so hard to make a friend at 50 years old.
Yeah.
Like, and so I wanted to incorporate a little bit of that in there too, with and show all my flaws and along with my family's flaws.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for people to get to check that out. Now, as you mentioned, you will be in Austin on the 22nd and 23rd performing live at the movie theater with permission to party. So, kind of give our viewers an idea of what to expect at these live shows.
So this is my new hour. I'm going to be recording this for Netflix in probably 2027. And look, both my girls are in college. Leanne and I are empty nesters, so it's a little less of the family stuff. If you want that, watch the TV show, and a little more of just
Hmm.
life, of like a little more relatable. Not about my daughter did something silly. She did, but she's in a different city now.
You talked about kind of the shirtless bit of it all, right? How did that come to be? Because that's probably how people know you best.
I honestly started doing it to remind myself that stand up should be fun. I
Hmm.
would go on the road. I wasn't selling any tickets. I was making $1,300 a week. Half of that went to managers and agents, and I was angry. A Thursday night in Dayton, Ohio, and there's 75 people in the room, and it's not getting better Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And I was just like, I don't want to be here. I want to be home. I want to be with my kids at a softball game.
Hmm.
And one night, the manager gave me a 6 pack of Heineken and a bucket, and he goes, "Try to have fun." And I heard that, and I went, "I should have fun. I should
Hmm.
have fun. This is the greatest job in the world." And so I went on stage. Black Betty was playing by Ram Jam. I ripped my shirt off, and from that day to today, I've been ripping my shirt off. That's been, God, it's been 15 years.
Yeah. And it's one of the greatest bits of all time now, which I think is incredible. Now, as I understand, last question for you here is, that you were quite the partier in your college days and you were kind of recognized for that as well. Did you ever envision that that period of your life would kind of help you kind of blossom into this wonderful career that you've had all this time?
Never. I would be less shocked if you told me I was an astronaut. If you could go back in time and tell 25-year-old Bert, just so you know, you're gonna be the first man on Mars, I'd be like, for real? And then no, it's either that or you'll be headlining arenas around the country and you'll have your own TV show on Netflix. You'll have done a movie that's streamed #1 on Netflix for a month. Just so you know, that's gonna be your life. And your friends are not gonna be these guys you're hanging out with now. They're gonna be the funniest human beings in the world. And
Mm.
anytime you're around them, you're going to die laughing. You're going to be married to a fantastic wife who's your ride or die and has your back and will produce all your stuff. And your daughters and you are going to have an amazing relationship. And one day you're going to be promoting your show on Netflix, and you're going to be walking through Central Park, and your daughter's going to call you at 6:30 in the morning going, "Hey, Dad, how you feeling this morning? And I'm worried about your blood clots." And I go, "God dang it, Isla, you love me." I'd be less shocked.
Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful life, what a beautiful story. So, Bert, thank you so much for your time this morning. Free Bert on Netflix, January 22nd. And he'll also be live at the movie Moody Theater here in Austin. So check him out. Thanks, Bert.
Thank you, brother.